Who in the running for anything? They did great. Huh? Alright. Okay, as you see, I was Atlanta Magics. 4 out of 5. Oh, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 8. I wish it was 4 out of 5. 4 out of 8. Let's get this next game started.
Oh man, Anthony Davis. One of the most unique talents in the NBA. I see a lot of myself in him. And I can't wait to face him and see if I can get the upper hand. I know I'm still a rookie, but it's the ultimate test to see where my game is at right now. And I live for these moments. So bring it on, Brow.
Coming at you from the Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. Last game for the Pelicans, they ended up losing to the Houston Rockets. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had.
Changes. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Freak comes in for Gordon, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Coles comes in for Eric Gordon. So the Pelican 5 right now. The big men are Anderson and Davis. Holiday out there with Norris Cole. And it's Evans in at the small forward position.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Evans dishes to Anderson. The fadeaway will not go. This is off the front iron.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Cole kicks to Davis. And that's Evans penetrating. And the layup is good. Evans has got 5 points so far. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Outside Jennings. Off the screen. And he gets the jumper to drop.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Dishes to Evans. From 11 feet away, Nicholson grabs the board.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Feeds to Fournier. Pass to Freak. And too long on the shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Cole. 9-point game his last outing. Davis with a screen on Jennings. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anderson. Off target from the baseline. Orlando leading. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Freak missing. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Cole. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Davis, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by
a lot of face-up. Like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can do.
Boy, they got him talking retarded on here. Anthony Davis sounds slow.
And I say that affectionately.
Leave it at that.
Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He picked up 18 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. This was just the latest in what has been a string of strong performances from him. Will we witness one tonight, guys?
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Evan's shot is good.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Outside for Davis. Fires from the line. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Cleveland. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Orlando. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And right now for the Magic, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
Tipped away. Here's Azania. A 23-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Now Holiday outside Davis. And that concludes the first.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony.
And now the third quarter will have to get going without almost entirely new group here. Nicholson's checked in for Vucevic. Freak comes in for Gordon. Evan Fournier's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Peyton in for Brandon Jennings. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Ashik. Cunningham comes in for Tyreek Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. So for New Orleans right now, the big men are Anderson and Davis. Norris Cole is out there with Quincy Pondexter. And it's Cunningham in at the 3. And it's Freak missing.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand, was the architect behind the Warriors offense. is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And the shot is good. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Freak. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Freak's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Magic. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Cole. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Davis kicks to Cole. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Cole's got 5.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Kicks it to Ilyasova. Payton drives in. Shot clock at 6. The dish to Freak. Lots of room. And he gets the jumper to drop. Freak's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Davis. Rebound by the Magic. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Ilyasova. The Pelicans also changing it up. Evans comes in for Dante Cunningham. And it's Drew Holiday in for Quincy Pondexter.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And both free throws good from Freak.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And here's Evans, and the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Evans. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, it's been an exciting game. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game. So for the Magic, Ilyasova comes in for Aaron Gordon, and Freak subbed in for Fournier. And then for New Orleans, Davis comes in for Ryan Anderson, and Cole subbed in for Gordon. And it's time for an injury report.
It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Freak, he's in at small forward. Ilyasova out there with Vucevic. Then there's Jennings, and it's Oladipo in at the 2. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile. Great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. That 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards. Too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And, Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong. He's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
1:32 left to play in the final quarter. There's Freak, and it's Omer Ashik with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
The feed now to Freak. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Magic lead by 14.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Davis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Magic.
You're right, Steve, and they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, Clark, for them throughout this game.
No opportunity really to coast, although the score may appear that they did. I love the way they came together whenever things started to look bleak.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. And it can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
A good win, and a lot went into it. But I just like the showing for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. He kicks it to Jennings. 6 to shoot. Here's Freak. His 3-pointers off the mark. Gordon with no one around. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
I told Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box. Check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, damn.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.